If you're wanting to give your home a refresh in 2025, don't worry, I have you covered, because in today's video, I'm sharing some brand new Amazon home finds that look super expensive, but will not break the bank. They're gonna give your home that instant refresh you're looking for, and these are oh so fabulous. I haven't found Amazon products this good in such a long time. But before we get into today's video, if you're new here, hello, my name is KB. I'm your interior design fairy godmother, and I love hanging out with you every Monday and Friday. So if you're new here, I'd love it if you smash that subscribe button, but let's get into today's video. So first up, we have this little contraption here. You're like, Kiva, what is it? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Okay, it's many things. So first of all, this is meant to be a spoon rest. So you're cooking in the kitchen, you can put your spoon in here to make sure you're not dripping all of that stuff over your countertop. You can also use this to prop up your phone. You can also use this to hold your sponge in the kitchen. The opportunities are really endless with this. It is travertine based, so maybe you've been wanting to get more natural stone in your home. This is a great way to do so. I've tried so many different travertine products on Amazon. They've been absolute crap, but this one is very good, and it does actually come with buttons you can put on the bottom so that it does not scratch against your stone or your countertop or anything like that. Next, we have the set of 2 little amber glass spray bottles. So it has a plastic top, which is not my favorite thing in the world, but I love like this reeded amber look. I think it looks so high end. I'm actually going to use this for potpourri because I hate the look of those bottles. I hate the look of like the Glade bottles as well, but it's one of those things you got to keep on hand. So this is a great way to, you know, kind of conceal that, make it look pretty in the bathroom. Since it is a set of 2, you can also use the other one for something else. I've been really big into like home scents. We're going to talk about that in a second. And if you want to make like a DIY bed spray, maybe with some alcohol, some essential oil, something like that, you can put it in a bottle like this, leave it on your nightstand, and mist your bed when you make your bed every morning. Now, speaking of home scents, of course, you've heard me talk about the laundress like detergent, their sleep detergent, all that good stuff. Maybe you don't want a detergent, maybe you want an additive. This is a glamorous wash in the scent Diva. This stuff is famous, famous, famous. Now, this is a itty bitty little bottle, but it's supposed to take you really, really far. Let's smell it together. Obviously, you already know what it smells like, but let's smell it on camera. You can smell it through here. Honestly, it smells just like the laundress. That's what I'm gonna say. It smells like the laundress's signature scent, not their sleep scent. But if you want an additive that isn't the laundress, that is like marginally more affordable, this is a really good option. This has gone viral. People seem to be really happy with the ingredients. So I wanted to provide you with an option that isn't the laundress, because obviously they had a little bit of controversy and this brand has not. I don't know what's going on in this world, but I feel like coasters are just so dang ugly. Like they'll have one pretty side and then one hideous side, or they'll be like $50 million, and it just doesn't make sense to me. But I did find these coasters on Amazon. So they're like nice glass coasters. I love this little tray that it comes in. I like keeping coasters in a tray because sometimes there's condensation left on them, this and that, and then it stains your books. Speaking from experience, I love these. Look at that glass. I just love how it was blown, and it does obviously have little feet on the bottom to make sure that it doesn't slip and slide, but this is just such a nice way to get a new texture in the space. I think it's a texture that we don't see very often when it comes to interiors, and I have been looking more at like small businesses and stuff on Amazon to support. Be sure to stay tuned for that video, because like I have a lot of custom like Amazon products coming in soon that I think you're gonna really love, that are small businesses that sell on Amazon specifically, just because it's easier kind of for like their workflow. So stay tuned for that. I think that's gonna be really awesome. And something I've noticed is that people love candle holders. Like people just love to have like a random taper candle somewhere, and I support you in that. This is a cute little taper candle holder. It kind of reminds you of like pre-electricity times. It's cute, it's fun. I would put like a statement taper candle in here. Don't just go white, go like bright red, go something like that. Go green, have a moment with this. It's just one little candle. I think it's definitely higher quality than one you'd find at like Target or something like that. I know Hearth and Hand just released their new collection. We're gonna talk about that soon, so make sure you're subscribed, but I think the quality on this is way better. Now, I just showed you a glass item, and I wanna show you something else, because again, we're talking about luxurious items, and I think something people struggle with is to style their coffee table, their consoles. This is a glass chess set. It is so cute. Isn't this just the cutest thing? So we have frosted glass for one set, and then just like a normal glass for the other, and then we have the chessboard here. So we have a miniature size, and then we do obviously have felt to put on all of the bottom of like the pawns and all that good stuff, so that they're not slipping and sliding around, so that you can actually move this with ease. But I think this is super cute. It can sit on your coffee table. We should play more games. Instead of watching another episode of, you know, Friends, we'll play a game of chess and then watch the episode of Friends. You can also put this on a bookcase anywhere you want. I just think it looks so high end for the price tag. If you've been wanting to add sculpture to your nightstand, a bookcase, something like that, and you can't find something super high quality, I found this one. So it comes in white, it comes in black. The black version is a little bit more expensive, and by a little bit, I think it's like $30 more expensive, which is why I got the white one. But this is so heavy. This is at least a good 15 pounds, I know, because it's like the same weight as my baby. So it is very, very, very heavy, and it's super well made. It does come on a stand. It's a great way to just finish out a vignette like this with a candle and maybe this like taper candle holder that I just showed you, and then maybe a tissue box or something like that. You're good to go when it comes to your nightstand styling. The things that I'm showing today are a lot more modern organic, a lot more earthy, because that's kind of what's trending big time. So if you're kind of confused about how to design your home, know that I'm pulling these Amazon products based on the trends that are kind of taking over the world. So I've already done the work for you. All you gotta do is figure out how to style them in your own home. Next up, we have this dry brush. So I think that the bathroom is like one of like the most important places in the home because it's where we do a lot of like rest and relaxation and self-care is very important. And our self-care items don't have to be ugly, right? And I think a lot of times they are. So I did pick up this new dry brush. It's cute. It has this little handle here. Dry brushing is really great for your skin, for exfoliating. You're supposed to dry brush obviously without your skin being wet, and then you clean yourself. It's supposed to be really good for that. You can also just use this to scrub yourself. I'm not going to judge you for what you do it for. There's nothing wrong with having something cute that's also super functional. Now this doesn't at all look the size that it looked on Amazon. I'm going to tell you that right now, but I love this little bowl here. It is by this brand 47 in Maine, and oh my gosh, do I have a lot of awesome products to share with you from them. I'm gonna do like a whole bedroom refresh using their products because they were too good. Stay tuned for that video. Make sure you're subscribed. But this is just like a fun little bowl that you can put like your garlic bulbs in or something like that. This is kind of like a little statement piece for the kitchen, I think. Kitchens can get so ugly so quickly with all those dang appliances. You do not need a Ninja Creamy, a Ninja Swirl, a Ninja, you know, Hot Pocket machine. You don't need all of that, one. But two, they kind of take over. We also need things that are just like, you know, cute, that serve a functional purpose, and I think this is one of those options. Now, if you are not shopping Creative Co-op, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because they have the best stuff on Amazon. This is a cutting board by Creative Co-op. I love that it has a face on there. It has a little bit of character, but it's still functional, so it is food safe, so you can use it to, you know, chop your whatever you want to chop, but it is hand wash only. It's mostly for cheese, actually. You can use a cutting board. I would probably just use it as like a cheese board if you are entertaining, but I love it, and it does have felt pads on it, so it's not going to slip if you're like using it to serve something, and if you want to lean it against your backsplash, it's also not going to slip, which I love, because I hate when you lean a cutting board and it comes sliding down, and I'm scared it's going to crash down and hurt everything. This is just really unique. I love that it's not just a boring basic cutting board. That's what these things are all about, upgrading basics that we need anyway and making them stylish, as opposed to adding a bunch of like, you know, knickknacks to a space, because then it just gets cluttered, it gets overrun, and we don't like that. Now, if that cutting board doesn't speak to you, that's okay. Some people don't love faces and like sculptural things as much as I do. I found another cutting board set for you guys that I think you're really gonna love. So it's a cutting board set of 3. Here they are, so mini, medium, and large. They're all food safe. You just cannot microwave them. Why are you microwaving your cutting board? Let's talk about that. I don't know why that sticker says that. That seems like a given to me. And it comes with this little like stand, which I think is super cute. So again, you can display your cutting boards really beautifully while having them in the kitchen. I'm gonna include B-roll so you can see it better, but this is it kind of just sitting here. Isn't this, like, I was gonna say darling. This is not darling, but it is really cute. I love this. I'd be fine with this sitting out on my countertop, and it's functional. It is amazing. I will say it's not as true to color as it seems on Amazon. It's a little bit lighter in wood tone, but that's okay. It still is getting the job done. Next up, we have this little canister here. You can use it for whatever you want. It is food safe. I think this could be something that could be really good on your nightstand. You guys know I'm always talking about Tums because I have acid reflux. I would fill this with Tums and put it on my nightstand so you don't have to look at that ugly Tum container. You could also use this for salt if you wanted to, but I do have a good solution for that in a second. You can use this for absolutely anything. It is super well made. It is ceramic. There are no imperfections on this, and I do find that when I find like handmade stuff on Amazon, which is like totally fine that there are some imperfections, the imperfections are glaring, I would say. That is not the case here. Really well made, and the seal is very tight. So if you're putting something in there that needs to remain fresh, it is going to remain fresh, and even when I, you know, throw it upside down, it is staying nice and tight, which is a plus. Now, I just mentioned a container for salt and pepper, and do I have one for you? Isn't this so cute? Okay, so it comes with this nice marble stand. It has this color and this color. There are many different color options. You can hear it shaking. Listen to that, because it's so heavy that I'm struggling to hold it with one hand, because the quality is there, honey. So it has the 2 different canisters. There are so many different color options for this one. I went for this one because it reminds me of Mars. I like Mars. Mars is one of my favorite planets, but they have many other color options as well. They have one that also looks like this green color. This is the inside of it, but it looks like this green color. It comes with these cute little spoons to like kind of get your salt out, and you can kind of keep it moving from there. So everyone has the white. It's this color that is kind of variable. You can use it for salt, pepper, you can use it for garlic, but you can use it for any seasoning that you want. The world is your oyster. You could also use this for other things in the home if you wanted to. I'm not sure what those things would be, but you know, you can get creative. I did find another one though that's a little bit more versatile, and I want to show it to you. It's by the same brand, and they do come with certificates of authenticity, which I do like, because people will say things are marble all the time, and I'm like, are you sure? Or are you just gaslighting me? Because there's a lot of gaslighting in the description boxes of a lot of products. So this is another salt and pepper canister. Look at that slide. There are two separate compartments here. I personally wouldn't use this for salt and pepper. I would use this for little like treats on the coffee table. I would use this for different medications on the nightstand. I just think this is so fun. It kind of reminds me of like those pill containers that Jonathan Adler says, but they don't say drugs on it. It's just like cute, right? I'll put up a picture on the screen of what I'm talking about. That's really cool. It's really niche. It's more of like for an Art Deco style or something like that. Not so much the style that I think we have here on this channel and like you guys have, because we're here, we're into the modern, we're into contemporary stuff like that, but love that, super chic. I'm a Jonathan Adler super fan, but I think you can get the same look with something like this. This is also very, very hefty, and I'm super pleased with the quality, and this is that green color I was just telling you about. Next, we have this peel and stick contact paper. So I'm not always super partial to contact paper, but this looks super realistic. It looks like viola marble, super high end, super easy to install. I even ripped it off to make sure it didn't leave a residue, which it did not. So if you want to upgrade a countertop, a nightstand, I would say do something, you know, made of like a vinyl or like a wood or something, not so much a countertop. This is a great way to give it a nice upgrade. I also found this Travertine Kleenex box. I'm using it for my Clean Skin Club towels, but you can use it for normal Kleenex. It is so cute. It looks very similar to that sponge holder that I shared with you earlier. Now, I've shared Waffle Bath Mats by this brand before, but I got them in white and they look super duper high end. Oh my gosh, they are so freaking good. They don't move, they don't slide, but they give you the coverage that you need. They're super absorbent, and I just love that they don't slide. I think it's really, really rare that you find a bath mat that stays white. It has a nice pattern to it that doesn't just look like a towel, and it doesn't move without having like 50 million felt pads on it. This doesn't, and I'm super obsessed with these. I also found this marble pen holder. So I got this actually for these faux florals, which I also found on Amazon. I will link them down below as well. But I do really like using this also for my toothbrushes. You can put your toothbrush in there. You can put your pens in there if you want to use it for your desk. You can use it for like a faux or real flower if you just want to have a small little vignette. I think this is a really versatile piece. And you can see there's a lot of marble. There's a lot of natural stone that's kind of trending right now, which is why I brought a lot of them to this video. So this is a great way to get a taste of that trend without redoing your entire kitchen or something like that. And last but not least, I want to share these glass soap dispensers. So I love a good glass soap dispenser for soap, but I only use antibacterial soap. I don't care what kind of soap you use, that's all I use. And antibacterial soap is always bright orange or bright green or something like that. So I love these that they're like a frosted black so that you can't see the green color quite as much as you would in like a clear. Can you still see it a little bit? Yes, but I like this. It comes with super sleek labels and you get 2 in the set. But that's it for today's video. Those are the new Amazon finds that I think look super luxurious. They're not going to break the bank, and they're going to instantly upgrade your home this new year. A lot of the items can work in your kitchen, they can work in your bathroom, they can work in your nightstand. So you really can move them around your home and keep them super versatile so that you're not buying new things every month. You are just rotating and you're going to get a new experience with those same products time and time again, which I cherish so much. If you want to shop any of the finds I shared in today's video, you can just scan the QR code right here, or you can just find the coordinating number that you saw up on the screen and down in the description box and go shop those items. Also, be sure to follow me over on Amazon and over on Instagram and Snapchat. It's all Kiva Brent or Kiva.Brent, because I'm sharing new home finds constantly and tons of interior design tips that I think you're really going to love. If you liked today's video, please consider smashing that subscribe button. But thank you so much for watching today's video, and until next time, have a beautiful day.